Book 221. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about how Joshua really brought down the walls of Jericho. That's right, how Joshua really brought down the walls of Jericho. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, a war general named Joshua, the son of Nun, entered the land that was then known as Canaan and made war with all of the many tribes who lived there. This man Joshua claimed that his wars were holy wars, and so he was very violent and unforgiving on his enemies, making the claim that his enemies were indeed enemies of God and deserving of death. It is said by the Jewish historians and scribes who recorded his battles that their personal tribal god had given them the land because the people who were already living there did not serve that god. Instead, they served the gods of their ancestors and the gods who had given them increase over the years. Contained within the Jewish text documenting the wars of Joshua, there are several curious occurrences, but none more curious than his attack on a walled city called Jericho. This story has been told and retold for thousands of years, but the true history of how Joshua besieged Jericho and brought down her mighty walls of defense has never been revealed to the general public. However, I do indeed know the accurate version of events which have been concealed. One of my ancestors, no less, was there when Joshua entered the land of Canaan and besieged the city of Jericho, and they have passed down the true history directly to me from mouth to ear. I was told that when the people of Jericho heard that Joshua and his troops were approaching, they retreated inside of the city, which was protected by high walls which were quite impenetrable. Joshua then made camp outside of the city and consulted his men about the best way to breach the walls. As they debated various tactics, a messenger of God approached them. The messenger said that God would give the city over to them and that they already had everything that they needed to breach the walls. Then the messenger asked to be shown the spoils of war which they had gathered from their previous battles. After going through the many treasures, the messenger took from the pile 7 trumpets made of ram's horns. He then explained that even though Joshua took the trumpets from the giants he found in the land, the trumpets were not made by the giants. These trumpets, the messenger said, were constructed by the hands of the Nephilim who lived before the great flood of Noah. These trumpets are weapons which can manipulate sound and air into a powerful force of destruction. He then told Joshua exactly what he must do, and then the messenger left to return unto the realm of God. Following his instructions, Joshua called several priests to take up the Ark of the Covenant, and 7 more priests to take up and bear the 7 trumpets. Then, each day, for 6 days straight, the priests and the people circled the city of Jericho and blew the trumpets, each time weakening the walls more and more. On the 7th day, the priests and the people circled the city and blew the trumpets in the same manner as they had during the previous 6 days. Only this time, after they blew the trumpets, all of the people let out a mighty shout. When they did, the walls of the city came crashing down, and the warriors ran into the city with their swords drawn, and they made a great slaughter of the people. And it was said throughout the entire land of Canaan that Joshua possessed weapons that no other man on earth possessed. And so, the morning motivation of today is how Joshua really brought down the walls of Jericho. When you are following the orders that you have received from God, and when you are doing that thing which you are on earth to do, even the impossible will become possible. You do not need to always know how your victory will be won, as long as you are confident that your victory will be won. So today, as you go out into the world and you attempt to achieve your dreams and goals, just know that you have already succeeded. So never give up, never falter or flake, and always strive to do that which is good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.